I like working at Otter because the culture. I think that's like one of the biggest reasons everybody works here. It feels like a family, especially over at the DC. It's like we're really close-knit. So. I'm Chris Bauer. I'm a distribution operations specialist at Otter Products, and this is my VTO story. I never had the chance of giving back growing up because I grew up very poor, and then I became a college student, so I became even poorer. And I didn't have any time. I worked full time and went to college full time, so I knew I wanted to do something and give, help out in whatever way I could when I actually had the chance. My big thing is going to PCA here, which is Poudre Community Academy, Ferguson and Loveland, talks with Centennial. These are all secondary last chance schools. So that's my huge passion, trying to inspire and motivate kids to not walk the path that they were kind of forced into. They don't know, a lot of them don't have choices. My connection with the kids and why I like working with the last chancers, the at-risk youth, because I am and was one of them. So these kids, I connect with these kids on a really, really deep level that a lot of people can't, because I have gone through what most of them are going through. When I went in my master's, I was in a class and one of the instructors asked what we wanted to do, and I gave the corny answer of change the world. And then I realized I didn't know how I was going to do that. So I had to figure it out. I always wanted to know that I wanted to change it for the better and help people out that were in my similar situation that I grew up in. And I think that was just the avenue. I was like, this is how I change the world right here, with these kids. There's a bit of a selfish side to it as well. It's I love to do it. So of course you like to do things that make you feel good. So I love to do it, but it's very healing for me. They need to know that there's a different way that you can break the cycle, and that somebody actually believes in them.
I want my students to feel like the world is at their hands, that they can achieve anything that they set their minds to. So to have someone come into our building and explain their backstory, their life story, how it's impacted them, how they've used that to become a very successful, happy, and healthy person, I think if you see it, you can be it. And what a great representation for them to model themselves after, and to know that if someone else did it, that they're capable of it as well.
When you're sitting there, and I don't want to sound harsh, but when you're sitting there maybe having a pity party and feeling bad about stuff and you're having a hard time, go help somebody that has less than you. And it really gives you perspective on how good you have it. I think a lot of people lose sight of that, of how good you actually have it. When you help your community, you're bettering the world. And that alone should be motivation enough to make you want to volunteer.